losing $165 trading Google and AMD, 2 for 1 day in this trade recap. I took 2 trades today in this account, so I figured it would just be easier. They're very similar. To just recap them here. This is the funded $10,000 account, which, by the way, we are now down $240. Funny how it works. The first 3 trades in this account all lost. And would I go back and change them? The Tesla trade, maybe. You can make arguments against all of them, I guess, but at the same time, they fit the criteria and the strategy. The one thing today that I think was lacking was volume. So let's start with Google first. Google, we lost. And by the way, I will put these in TradeZella. I am waiting on them to connect the auto sync feature for this broker, which I've reached out. They're in the works to handling, which TradeZella is awesome. So I'll have it in here soon, but I don't right now. So I figured it's easier just to show you guys on the dashboard of the prop firm that I'm using. So which I guess is actually even more accurate, right? Because I definitely can't edit this. Okay, so Google, big picture on the Google chart. I'm looking at this, and it's been in a consolidation kind of the past couple of days. So I'm like, okay, if we gain to the north of consolidation, if I get my setup on the upper end of that consolidation, I will play that. That usually is a high probability that we, or higher probability we go higher. And great. Now you can make the argument, well, tomorrow's CPI, what the fuck are you doing? I guess you can make the argument. I don't like to think that way because I'm not going to obviously play, a very tight stop loss trade through CPI, but I'm saying it's a day trade. If I get my setup, I'm going to trade it. I don't want to think about too much. And so very common theme you're going to see kind of reminds me a little bit about last month. And what you're getting right here was the consolidation, very perfect, beautiful. And then we nipped above. Volume really didn't, it kind of came in, but not a lot. Nipped above that, so got the breakout, got in on the entry, and then it quickly rolled over within 10-15 minutes, and that was it. So we was looking for a nice move, and we didn't get it. Simple as that. The AMD trade, very simple, similar situation as well. Had the consolidation right here, broke that consolidation by a little wick, and rolled over. So exactly the same trade pretty much on both. AMD's setup cap happened a little bit after Google's, but the same end result occurred on these. And the reason why I played them is because if you jump to the charts, AMD, biggest gainer on the day, and Google at the time was up about 1% on the day, which had it up in the top 3, I believe, of the stocks I'm looking at. There's nothing you can do. That's part of the game, and as you guys have seen on the recaps, go back and watch them if you're not familiar. But 3 losses in a row. Okay, no big deal. We're down 240, whatever the number is. We're down to 240 or so. No big deal. 2 winners, make it back and more. That's kind of the approach that I like to have, or that I have, and you can't control how, when you're going to have a 3 in a row losing streak, when you're going to have a 5 in a row winning streak, and you just don't know. So in a perfect world, you go back and forth 1 to 1 to 1 and have a 50% win rate, and you make a little bit more than you lose, and on average you make money. But that's not how the world works. That's a perfect world, and the market doesn't care. A market's always right. The market doesn't give a shit about your strategy and what you think and how you. So the problem is that people get into that, and I think this is also a time where I could easily, and people can easily get into that mental funk when they're like, fuck, dude. Now I'm in drawdown. This is the biggest drawdown I've ever been in now on any prop firm account, I think, actually, technically speaking, because I don't think I've gone into a drawdown from the initial balance of $250, $204 ever. Maybe I have briefly, but if I have, it was like very brief. So you can catch you, sleeping almost. And let's say that tomorrow or the next day I take a trade and I lose again. I'm like, oh shit, now you're down, $300, 300 and something dollars on the account. You're like, okay, well now we're inching our way towards the $1,000 threshold of the breach. Like we can't. Now you start thinking, and then you're overthinking. Then you're gonna miss a trade. I'm just gonna trade the same way that I've been trading the past couple of months, or more than that, the past year, more than a year. I guess the past like 5-6 months on the prop firms, in the past year plus, just with the strategy. So it's all you can do. That'll be it for me today. Actually, there is one more recap that I'll have on gold, but that's it for that. I'll leave any links to the prop firm I'm using, TradeZilla, where I track everything, down below. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.